manifestation, relationship, and all that jazz. If you enjoyed today's live and if you want more such live in the future, give this video a big thumbs up. Consider subscribing for future upcoming lives because I can go live at any time. So turn on the bell notification as well for all notifications so that you get notified whenever I go live. And don't forget, I have two courses. One is feminine energy, masculine energy course. That's the first course. The second course is all about manifesting attracting relationship that you truly deserve and desire. The links are in description of this live. I'm gonna place it. Along with that, I also have a female self-care planner. If you're interested, check them out. Anyways, let's talk about today's live. Today I want to focus on the multi-dimensional, the parallel version of us. So there are so many parallel version of us that exist right now. If you have checked that show on Apple TV, The Dark Matters, that clearly explain the multiple versions of that. In that show, they actually open the gate, and in every new gate they open, there is a new reality. So that's kind of like another parallel version of you. So there are so many multiple unlimited parallel version of you exist right now in this moment. Whichever version you choose, you're gonna get that thing. And I was like kind of like a meditating a little bit in between around the time of afternoon with my guided meditation and affirmations, and I get some insights, some information that I really want to share in this live with you guys. If you're really struggling to manifest, it's gonna help you a lot. Forget about the 3D. Forget about the 3D altogether, that it can give you what you want. Forget about it. Now, a lot of the people would be like, why you're saying so? We want 3D to change. We want to experience through our physical senses. And I know it. I get it. We all want to experience things through our physical five senses. But what if I told you, you totally forget about the 3D? That's going to help you manifest. Then the things will be so much different if you can understand this concept. Because when you do these techniques, strategies, and methods, and you change your vibration a little bit, and then you go back in the 3D and try to check and see whether the things have changed or not, and if nothing has changed, it's gonna make you feel miserable. Not only it's gonna make you feel miserable, you're gonna shift back to the old identity, the old version of you that doesn't have what you want. It's not gonna help you get what you want. So you're gonna directly shift back into the old identity, old version of you that doesn't have what you want. And that's why checking 3D is the last thing that you want to do if you want to manifest. But you got to forget about that the 3D can give you what you want. Because if you're focusing on the 3D, literally 3D cannot give you what you want. It's just a byproduct of who you are right now. It's a byproduct of your feelings, your emotions, your thoughts, the identity that you're choosing right now. It's just the byproduct of that. It cannot give you something that you are not actually tune in, turn and tap in with this thing right now. So I really recommend you guys to totally forget about the 3D if you can right now. Because once you forget about the 3D and you start acting, like be a good actor in your own movie, because this is your life. This is your own movie. You are the director. You are the creator. You are the boss here, right? So forget about what's happening outside of you, because outside of you, you don't have power to change the things. You cannot go outside and literally change the things. It's not gonna work out. It's literally not gonna work out like that. Even if you try to convince the people, change their mind, do all wickety-woo things, sometimes it can help you change the things outside of you, but most of the times it's not going to help you. And even if it's going to change a thing, it's going to take a lot of the effort from your side to make people convinced about what you want. And that's not going to give you what you want. Like, nobody wants so much effort for everything that you want, because you deserve what you want. What you want is already yours. I mean, it's yours. The moment you want something, the moment you have a desire for something, it's already been given to you. So it's already yours. So why you even need to struggle for what is already yours? So what you can do here, totally forget about the 3D and start acting, behaving as the person that you want to be in by choosing that parallel version of you. So you can switch into that and you can choose the parallel version of you right now in this moment. If you check the show, The Dark Matters, in that the person open the gate and they get the new reality. And how they open the gate depend on their feelings and their emotions before they were actually opening the gate. So if they were in the feeling good, like good vibe and high vibe and happy, then they open the door in that show and they see the good things. But if they are thinking of fear, scarcity, lack mindset, then they open the gate and it's totally opposite. They see totally unexpected, unwanted things, crazy things because of their feelings and emotions. That's what's happening in the manifestation. Based on your feelings, your emotion, that's going to reciprocate, that's going to actually reflect back in the 3D. The 3D cannot give you what is not yours, what is not like who you are not. It cannot give you who you are not. That's like a simple thing. That's like a simple game. So you got to be reciprocating to exactly who you are. And you can switch any version. You can literally dial into the any version of you, and you can switch in, turn on right now, and you can be the person right now regardless of the 3D. Now I'm just gonna say a hello a little bit in between. Pio or Piora. Hello guys. Okay, hello you guys, where you are tuning from. Okay, I'll just gonna continue with my topic. If you guys have any questions about the manifestation that I'm talking in this live, you can very well leave them in the live chat. I would love to answer. Or if you're tuning in this live, once I end the stream, you can very well comment down and ask me about the questions if you have one. But the thing that I get the information is, yeah, you can tune and turn and tap on right now regardless of what's happening. You can like, okay, I'm the person right now who already have what I want. You want a relationship, you want a partner, you want commitment, you want marriage, whatever you want. You're like, I am that person right now who is already having that, regardless of what's showing up in the 3D. And then you act, behave, decide, make changes in your life based on that. You're not forcing things to happen in the 3D, but you're actually tuning and fully actually giving into the vibration of who you are, where you want to be. So you totally dive deep inside that, and you forget about what someone else is thinking about you or what's happening outside of you in the 3D, and you totally go deep dive into what you are pretending, not really pretending, but acting the version of you that you want to be part of. So you don't care what's happening in the 3D. You don't care what people are thinking about. You literally don't care. Because the moment you care, the moment you look at the outside of you and you giving your attention and focus, you're gonna lose your power. You're gonna give them the power. Now you don't have the power. You are in the victim seat. They have all the power that they want. I mean, they have all the power. They can turn around the things. And that's why the people, when they blame outside of them, oh, it's happening because of him. He said this, that person said this, she said this. It's because when you talk like that and when you give your power to the person, it's very easy to blame other people. It's literally so easy to blame the other people. But when you actually blame it, then what? Now you are a victim. Because you said this thing happened because of them, and this thing cannot change if they are not changing. That means you are a victim. You don't have the power. You cannot change your situation because it's happening because of them. And that's where you lose the power. So don't do that. I totally understand. Even the situation is opposite and you want to blame the other person. It's happening because of that person and that blah, 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 blah. It's not going to help you. It's literally not going to help you. Instead of giving your power, switch into the version of you that you want to be, the changes or that you want to experience in your life in the 3D. By acting and perceiving and deciding and making decisions and choices based on that. So ask yourself, who is that person right now who already has the relationship that he, she deserve and desire, who already have everything that she wants? Who is that person right now? What choices she gonna make? What thoughts she gonna have? How she gonna feel right now in this current moment? How she gonna act? How she gonna behave? What decisions she gonna make? And you literally do that. It's like being delusional. And yes, being delusional really helps in manifestation, because if you're so much focusing on the practical world and you're forgetting about who you are in the process and you're giving your power in the 3D, you're going to lose yourself. You're going to lose your mind and you're going to lose what you're manifesting. And that's why the people didn't get it, what they want, because they focus so much outside of them that they ignore who they are in the process. And that's actually not going to help you get what you want. So hopefully this concept of dark matters, I talk a little bit of the dark matters before in the beginning of this live about this show on the Apple TV, how it's actually linked to the parallel multiple realities. I covered a little bit. Hopefully it makes sense and you can very well relate to that. If you have any questions, really relevant questions, you can let me know in the live chat, or you can also comment if you check this video or you come across this video after I end the live stream. But that's what I'm going to tell you guys. The key here is to be the person right now. And don't listen to anybody else. That's the another cliche. Don't listen to anybody else outside of you. There are a lot of the people going to give you the advice, suggestion, do this and that to get that guy, do this and that to get that girl. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to them. Listen to yourself. Ask yourself, maybe meditate, maybe sit with yourself and ask yourself this very important question. What is that version of me who already has the relationship look like? What is that version of me? How she is acting, how she is thinking, or how he is acting, whatever the gender is, doesn't really matter. Like how that person is right now, how she gonna react, gonna think, what thoughts they're gonna have, how they're gonna make the decisions, what decisions they're gonna make, what choices and options they're gonna choose. And you literally mimic that, copy, paste it right now, and you do it right now, regardless of the 3D. And the 3D has to change, and stop checking the 3D in the between. Oh, I did it for 10 days. Nothing is happening in the 3D. This manifestation is bullshit. No. You were in that phase in the 10 days, but then the moment you check to the 3D, you go back to the old version, the version that doesn't have what you want. Because if you already have what you want, you would never look for the proof or the physical evidence in the 3D, if that make any sense. When you already have something, you're not going to be looking for it because you already have it. So, but when you're looking for the things that you don't have it, that means you go back to the old version of you, and then all the processes, all the method, techniques, strategies that you've been doing it's go sideways. You lose the process. And then you go back in the 3D, you again reacting, and then you again go back, do these techniques, again go back to the 3D, again react. So it's like a cycle. And a lot of the people are stuck in the cycle. They do the technique methods, but then they go back in the 3D and start looking for the physical evidence, for the proof that it's changed. How long it's going to change? How long it's going to take to get what I want? Is it happening or not? Is it coming or not? They give the physical evidence, the proof, like the 3D, the proof that it's not changing. They go back to the old version, and then they go back to start reacting. And that's the cycle, continue forever. And that's why they don't get what they want, or it takes them so long to get what they want, or there is a lot of the delay, a lot of the struggles, a lot of the pain points that are happening around the road. So don't do that. Don't hurt yourself by looking in 3D and checking if it has changed or not. Okay, guys, hopefully this live is gonna help you. Let me know. You can let me know in the live chat. I'm just gonna be live a couple more minutes, and then I'm gonna exit this live because I have a lot of the stuffs to do. But I really enjoy talking about such videos about manifestation, self-improvement, feminine energy, relationship topics. If you have any questions, you can also let me know, or if you have any video topics for the next live, let me know. And turn on the bell notification, subscribe and turn on the bell notification, so whenever I go live, you're gonna get notified about it. Well, thank you so much for tuning in this video, in this live. See you the next time. Bye-bye.